Alright, hello, welcome to another modern stream. We're playing some Karn I today from the first league that we played earlier. The only change that I made right now is there was a Grafdigger cage here, now I have a Pithing Needle. That's it. Pretty straightforward. Green's ready to get neo-branded. My body is ready. My body is ready. Right, let's see if we can 5-0 here. Keep that 80% win rate intact. I am all about that 80% life. Oh, we're playing against Twinless Twin. Oh no! But this hand is so close though! This hand is so close! This hand's a lot better, so... Nothing like making a responsible decision and then immediately getting rewarded for it. Justin, did you have info on Twinless Twin and their last deck? I don't know. Why you know, Greed? That's a great question. So this is probably either a Bant Snow or like Bug Snow, like the Uro deck that Nassif has been playing. It's probably one of those. You're tapping out for something? Abrupt. Ooh, Grixis? Oh, hello there. Huh. I think I'm going to... Yeah, we have to explore first. Because it's going to give us more information. Now we Dryad. And then we do this. I think we were exactly 1 mana short of... No, 2 mana. Never mind. We weren't close. Alright. Mox Amber. Grinding Station. Uh-oh. So make 2 mana here, make another 2 mana here, cast my Prime Time, 6 mana, bounce, Prime Time. Reap indeed. Crumbling Vestige here. Ooh, very smart! Super smart from opponent. And they got rewarded. Wow, that's crazy. Nice, smart move. You actually pseudo got there. Because now I can't allocate this turn. Very smart play. Probably not gonna be quite enough, because they were gonna get Bog plus Semi-Growth here. Bog them, we're gonna transmute for Pact of Negation. Let's bounce this. Blue, this, transmute, Pact of Negation. Go. No, I was not going. I had to bounce the line with the Boros Garrison, so I was not able to trigger Valakut. Damn Bog though. Bog OP. Oh, I mean, we would have been able to back this anyway, but. Okay, so we want these. We want these. One of these, and how do I feel about Gustos? We do like Gustos, right? Like they answer, what's his name? Nick the Face 69, thank you for the follow. There's no way they have counter magic, right? I guess go Squatter. They might have Ashiok though, so I guess I'd rather have Beast Within. Something like this. I really want to try to maximize my turn 2 cards though. I could cut another land, but we can do this. We are walking on a thin line here though. I was double Q and ladder in a rune turn and my opponent just scooped because I was playing so slow. Sure. Interaction. Interaction. No. No. Bad opponent. Bad. Bad opponent. No. No. Stop it. Fuse Batman. Bye bye, Stacy. We hardly knew ya. Bye bye, Stacy. Miss you already. Motobug. Never lucky. So we're gonna explosives on to here. On hope. When is this going to stop being coerced and make it possible to have a turn 1 Titan with 100% of the time? I mean, they are allowing Neobrand to exist, so it stands to reason. that they just hate me personally. They have like a problem with me personally. So that's why they do this. And it's really mean. I don't appreciate it. Well, at least the likelihood of being dead seems reasonably slow here. So we blow this up. Next turn we transmute, following turn we tighten. They missed the land drop, so I'm definitely going after the land here. I'm only human, right, chat? Like there's only so much that I can do. I'm weak. Just make Summer Bloom legal. Yeah, exactly. Oh man! My perfect plan. My perfect plan has been dismantled. Don't have another disco spell. Let's go. Okay. Milling themselves. Wait, are we dead? They can cast Emry. I think this is just a value. It's just a value breach, right? Hello there, Lurus. Wait, am I just dead? I think I'm just dead, Chad. I think... I mean, if they only mox, if they don't find a mox until the last like 4 cards or something, and they cannot make enough mana to Oracle, maybe I can get there. But it seems pretty unlikely, right? Wow. I'm definitely interested in seeing the rest of my opponent's deck. That's why I'm allowing them to go off. Like, it doesn't take that long. Yeah, I'm just telling my opponent, yeah, I know that I'm dead, but like I'm looking at the rest of your deck, and like I clearly did not expect Blood Moon, so there's 2 moons that we need to watch out for. So and they say also there is always that all of my Mox embers are in the bottom 3 cards. Sweat. So I guess I want Pithing Needle in my main deck. Also, I want to see if they have any answers to Karn, which looks like they don't. So I guess if I manage to stick a Karn, We should be good. Oh, Echoing Truth. There you go. That's how they answer my Karn. So Echoing Truth. And that's it. Honestly, EE seems kind of slow. Crater Maker. Oh wow, this destroys Karn. That's insane. Well, remember when I cited out when I changed this for a cage? When I changed my cage for this? Well, I'm feeling sad now. Okay, so what am I looking for here? Matt Miller 117, thank you so much for the tier 1 sub. Welcome back for the second month in a row. What do you know what is today? It's our anniversary, made for you and me, but seriously, keep up the houses. Thank you, Matt. Thank you. Appreciate it. All right, so we have a bunch of Thoughtseizes and Inquisitions. We have Blood Moons, we definitely need to be aware of. It seems like 2 copies. Echoing Truth is the only answer to an onboard Karn besides Crater Maker. They have 2 Crater Makers. Okay, so we definitely want the Gusts. I think we want the Needles in the main deck. And we might want the Rex Sage. My deck is like mono interaction at this point. Pact of Negation seems a little bit sketch. At what point do we start diluting our deck too much? They don't have Ashiok though, so I guess Beast Within can go. In place of another Amulet. Did I go to Berkeley? Yes, I did. Graduated in 2012, 2013. One of those years. And I don't remember where I was a long time ago. Is this a keep? There's no way this is a keep, right? It is a keep. It might be a keep. Opponent says that it is a Camilo Gomez. Yeah, I actually used to hang out a lot with Camilo. We both used to play in the same like Brazilian percussion group, and we would hang out with, like, we just had a lot of friends in common, so we used to hang out a bunch. I have a wife and an education. Those are facts, which nobody can actually confirm. Which, if you think about it, are the best kind of facts. That was a pretty reasonable draw there. We were in a band together in Colombia. Oh, did you live in Colombia? That's crazy. In the US now? Nice. Fetch for basic. We skip our draw step, which is unfortunate. We did fight for that one, yeah. This is starting to get problematic here. Like we didn't draw anything that we needed, and we are falling further and further behind. Of course, if we're not dead, we can just draw a Titan and we just win, so that's great. And we saw that my opponent doesn't really have anything to stop that from happening. Emry Bubble is problematic. What else is new? Yeah. Drawing 2 cards a turn is confirmed pretty good. I guess Karn could be sick, because we can Karn... Yeah, we can Karn plus Sky Sovereign, so we get to kill this and we get to lock them out of playing stuff. So that's sweet. Yeah, we have not used the boat sound even a single time today. Such nonsense. Come on. Karn me up here. Oh my god! Karn. Poggers! Are you folks ready? It's time. It is time. All aboard. All aboard. Boat is leaving. Grinding station, sounds good, sounds good. Okay, so now we're gonna minus, actually, and I'm gonna minus... I think I'm gonna minus for explosives, because from here we can still die, I think. So I think I'm gonna minus for explosive, I'm gonna play it for 2. Because they can end of turn, bounce Karn, then go off, right? Something? Asusa. I mean, that's not good, per se. But it means that I can attack for 6. It's cute. So 3 mana, play Asusa, play this, bounce, crew 3, 6, yeah. Needle would have been safer. Yeah. Needle would have been a lot safer, but I think it's correct for us to put the Needle in the main deck because of the off chance that we might draw it, and then Karn is effectively a Needle, right? So, and I think we should be fine here if I'm not mistaken. Because my opponent, they did not bounce the Karn on end step, so now they need to bounce the Karn and go off, and we still have engineered explosives, and they don't have anything to. They don't have a legendary creature to make Moxamber or make mana even, so. So I think we should be okay here. And of course, plussing on the Karn represents lethal next turn. Okay, so now the boat is lethal. Blood Moon doesn't do anything. Good evening, Borok. Thank you for the follow there. Underworld Breach. They play their land already. Now if they bounce the Karn, they don't have mana to cast a second Underworld Breach. But it says beat Titan, not Karn. Exactly. But you know, my Tron opponent said that Karn was just so bad in Amulet, right? Because I'm not a pro, you know? I'm not a pro, so... From real-time enthusiast, but not a pro, exactly. That is basically my job description. I hate Karn. GG's, Twinless Twin, GG's. Funny you say that, because, you know, we got paired against a Tron opponent who salted off in chat and complained about how bad Karn was in Amulet right after it like won the game by itself. But you know, I must be wrong, you know. Really want that breach deck to be playable deck, but I know how straight scooping to Karn is a thing I'm willing to put myself through. Yeah, the Eldrazi Tron matchup feels rough, to say the least. Playing against this deck again. Kind of sucks. I think I just plus here. I still don't know what I'm looking for. They could have double lightning bolt. If they have like double bolt plus an earth, we just back it in. A little bit risque to be throwing the fountain there, but semi-growth chamber. All right. We can, I guess we minus for Needle. They can attack the Karn, but if they attack the Karn, I don't have to discard. Croxa. Pitch this land. That's it. That's all they got. Green, activate here. I'm gonna leave white mana floating. We're gonna bounce Gemstone. Yes. Valakut Stronghold. Liliana, I just don't want them to answer this. Like, this is just game, right? So, Bog Field. All right. Is EE worth exploring to kill her? Pithing Needle does the same thing, except it's for 1 mana, right? So I think it's a lot more efficient. Oops, I forgot to plus Karn. Never mind. Like, this game is just over anyway. Push my zombie token. Yep. That's how you know the game is over. Rejecting is another nice answer. I think if the meta is too much Karn, you just don't play Breach, but I'm trying this list out. Yeah, for sure. I don't think there's too much Karn right now anyway, right? They had 2 Lilianas in hand. That's really funny. That's really funny. It's time, folks. This is not the correct line, but it definitely is the most fun line. So it's the one I'm gonna take for value. Toot, toot. Crew. Hell yeah. Haste boat. Hell yeah. Yeah. Why crew the ship with Titan when we can crew it with zombies and then and then attack them with both? That sounds a lot better, right? All right, Gustos. They do have fulminators. Maybe they just don't have Blood Moon. Should I risk them just not having Blood Moon? I could risk them not having Blood Moon. Probably Magus or Ramon since they play on Earth. I saw Fulminator. We played against this deck earlier today and I saw Fulminator. Yeah. It's a fine hand, just a bunch of lands and some cards that do some stuff in some context. I know lands do things too. Yeah, this hand's fine. Amulet gone, but that's fine. I don't think there's anything I would like to kill on turn 1. Oh! I didn't notice. They took my Dismember. I totally assumed that they were going to take my... Whoops. Certainly a punt. Of course, I'm not exiling the Inquisition because it doesn't do anything. And I'd rather play around a potential Blood Moon when my opponent went basic into basic. Castle Embereth. Okay. Have I tested Veil of Summoner on stream? Yes, a long time ago, and it was consistently underwhelming. So I ended up cutting it. It's weird, like it would think like it should be okay, but it just wasn't. And I actually tried it multiple times. And it consistently underperformed. So I just got tired and I didn't play it anymore. That's kind of what happened. Display Fountain, make sure life total stays high. $19.53 Chevy Bel Air, thank you for the follow. Blair on Pump on Arcanist. If my opponent's playing Pump on Arcanist, good for them. I really doubt that they're playing any Pump. That is a problem, though. Karn. Never lucky. Just never lucky. Transmuting doesn't do anything. Okay, so clearly our opponent is on a different list than the previous one that we faced. They have a 1 damage clock, how are we not lucky? Yo, Bamsing. You have to stick to the meme, okay? No, none of these being realistic things. We're not about that here. We're not about being realistic. We are about the memes, though. That was 7 damage. That is a problem. That is a really big problem, actually. But I'm gonna have to like play the Titan as bait into the Liliana. Straw like an Azusa or something like that. So 1, 2, 3, we trigger get zombies. Imagine being this good at the game. Just imagine for a second being this good at the game. I think that I'm pitching the prime time to the Liliana. We're just gonna go zombies. We're gonna go the zombie route. No! Whoa! Look at that. Got him. Hashtag sequencing opponent. Hashtag sequencing. We take this, right? Just take the damage. They're gonna get back the tokens with Season Pyro. Rex Sage. One. I think I'm just going to bounce Bog and replay it in case they draw a Croxa. They got a lot of value from that Ashiok mill. Need to kill Lily. We don't need to kill Lily. We just need to prevent the ultimate from happening. They got another Season Pyro? Wow. My opponent is just the luckiest man alive. Man or woman? Yeah. Suck that one. Draw step Cake Man. Okay. So we get to kill one of the walkers here. Honestly, I'm very, very interested in my opponent not getting back their full mid-air mage. That strikes me as a mistake, if I'm being honest. I think I'm clearing Ashiok here. Because like the Ashiok actually we do need to kill, while the Liliana we can just like clock. But the Ashiok we actually do need to kill. What is this? My opponent's been it's been top decking pretty well. Let me say that. Let me say that. They've been top decking pretty damn well. But now I have cleared my top decks. So now if I top deck a Titan, we just win. Opponent keeps minus in, which is interesting. Like anything in our deck we can just cast. That was a good. That was a really good. Yeah, that was very good. They're gonna get to unearth again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So now we don't have Titan mana anymore. We're gonna get to clear the Liliana though. Actually, they might go for Season Pyro here. Yeah. Titan? Karn. That's pretty good. I cannot get Wormcoil because my opponent just pluses Liana and I just discard the Wormcoil. So I think the only chance is for me to Karn for Needle. We can't EE for 3. I mean, I guess we can attack and we can play. And we can put the EE on 3. The problem is, like, my opponent's going to attack the Karn and I'm going to be throwing one zombie in front of this one because I want the Karn to survive. So I think that the better thing is for me to answer all future Lilianas. This is bad against specifically Call Against Command. And if we untap and we get to Wurmcoil, I think we're going to be fine. This is bad against like Lightning Bolt or stuff like that. Dreadbore. Wow. Jeez. They can flashback the Dreadbore with Arcanus if they want. They just have to activate the castle. They go for Bob instead. Prime time? Something good? It's not something good. Should I hold on to this Scrum Investor? I think I should just play it. Skelemental, that's lethal, right? Yeah, that's lethal. Yeah, we needed to draw Titan on any one of those turns, and we would have been fine. No such luck. Okay, so they have Ashiok, which is pretty scary. They don't seem to have Blood Moon, however. I'm a little bit less excited about Aether Gust. Now that I know they have Ashiok. Sure. Yeah, this is a fine keep. Damn it! My perfect plan! My perfect plan. Of course, I'm not going to be packed in when my opponent could have a Fulminator. And we can't even pact for the Titan because it's a Thoughtseize, it's not an Inquisition. Brutal. Titan? Arcanist. This is bad. This is really bad. We need to catch a break there. Or we need our opponent to have exactly one discard spell less than they did. If they had had one discard spell less than they did, it would have been fine. I could have packed it for Uro, but yeah. Yeah, okay, I should have packed it for Uro, yeah. Ashiok, Pillage. Okay. Why would they cast the Inquisition? That doesn't make too much sense. Beast Within. So field is gone. This is not going to be part of the plan anymore. They don't know about the Beast Within, so I think I'm going to let them attack Skelemental. They don't cast it. I think I have to Beast Within this Skelemental there, and I need to get lucky and draw something good here. Easy. Tolari West, Butcher the Bog. Okay. So Lily minus is here. Transmute, we can still Titan. We kind of have to play around Blood Moon, I would say. Hello there. So we get Vestige plus T-West. White, this, haste. I attack them? Yeah, I attack them. So I guess I'm gonna get double basic forest here. Place around Blood Moon. Discard a card. Does it feel good to be this good? Yes, 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 it does. It does feel very good. It does feel very good to be this good, in case you're wondering. So they're probably gonna throw both dudes under the bus or not. Well, they cannot cast Ashiok and they cannot cast the other guy either. They cannot cast another Liliana either. Cycle and Earth. You have to be kidding me. They naturally drew the other basic. Well, I guess it doesn't do anything here. Yeah, like they can get back Fulminator. But it's super whatever at this point. But they can destroy whatever they want. Can we just draw Karn? Close this one out. So if I attack, go face. They do have lethal here. So they would need to draw, but I feel like I need to attack them here. Would have loved to have drawn like literally anything, but I feel like I need to attack because the longer that this game goes, the potentially harder that things get. Give me a break. Zenex008, thank you for the follow. Just give me a freaking break, man. Ah! We need to catch one break, one turn. Just one turn we need to catch a break. Like either draw something meaningful or them not be able to find the perfects. They literally had the perfects. Like if they had not had the Blood Moon, if they had not had, I guess the Liliana didn't really do much. What did Liliana do? Oh, it sacked to kill my Titan. Yeah. So if they didn't have the Liliana, if they didn't have the Blood Moon, if they didn't have the Ashiok, I guess the Ashiok didn't do much. No, the Ashiok milled the bolt. Yeah, they needed exactly every single card. They needed to find every single card. They needed to find the second black source exactly under the Blood Moon in order to cast the Ashiok. And the Pillage, yeah. They literally needed every single card that they drew in the turn that they did. It's pretty tilting. Anyway. Hate Titan.tech, for real. For real. We still almost got there. Like, my opponent needed all of the cards, and they needed to get exactly as lucky as they did. This is a Yorion deck, so double Explorer is pretty hot against Yorion decks. It's kind of crazy how much the like black-green or blue-green Titan decks just like disappeared. All the sweet Titan cards they printed in M20. All of them are great. They counter this, that is great for us, I think. Malik. So they can't wrath me here. Next turn we can play our Titan with Mana Leak backup. Then for the request, do you think Pioneer John turns should use that new creature that plays lands off the top that has a pump ability or a stick? Because Slam Gigante Cyber if you want to go with a new card. You can play Giganta. Giganta is okay. Not super stoked by it, but it is fine. Pioneer John turns. Yeah. Pioneer John turns. So I'm going to attack here. I think my opponent is just playing Bant. We cannot play around Mana Leak. So I think I'm just gonna do this. Bounce and replay and pass the turn. Gems to Mine is back. I am trying it out. It's okay. Another Path to Exile. I was a big fan. Oh yeah, John turns. Good old John turns. So we're not gonna be able to like pay for our pact and also cast the Titan, unfortunately. So I'm gonna have to play into force. They have 2 cards left. It's not bad. Prairie Stream. Vito. Getting the green sources, I don't want my opponent to get back their Uro. Still can't get Uro mana. Huh, they did not get back Yorion, which is interesting. So if I blow up the land, I think I want to start blowing up lands here. They're gonna get to cast Toot next turn, but that's it. They're gonna have to tap out for Udo too. And then we can minus for explosives. Blow it up on 3. Yep, Karn is messing with their mana. I do love a good Stone Rain. Yeah, it is a pretty good Stone Rain. That's what I did not want to see. So now I can blow up the Udo, but I cannot deny them the mana next turn. Something good. Just keep drawing blanks, man. We need to catch a break here. Bone Daddy 99, thank you for the follow. So I'm gonna go after the Prairie Stream this time. Just gotta draw some business here, man. Just gotta draw some business, sorry. Bone Daddy 99 with the tier 1 sub. Welcome to the Primetime Stronghold, Bone Daddy. Thank you so much for that. All right. Astral Living Amulet, discarding Magic, and the best deck in Modern. Oh, come on, really? This is really annoying. This is a dead fetch land now. No, fetch land can't get anything. We've been getting super unlucky this game. Like, super unlucky. We've been drawing literally the worst card into the worst card. I guess the worst card into the worst card. It was not correct for me to fetch for the last basic on the previous turn because... It wasn't correct because I might find a field, and if I do, I definitely want to make sure that I have... Just can't catch a break. Jesus. Nope. Meant to tap that one. Gonna get forced here. Yeah, this is just... Everything spirals out of control from here now. Man, we had so many turns! We had so many turns to draw any form of business. So many turns. And our opponent found one of their 3 or 4 forces in 80 cards before we found one of our Tellurists, Titans, more Karns, Dryads. We had so many draws. So many draws. Field would have been a great draw too. It's kind of insane. It's kind of insane how unlucky we got there. Yeah, just keep drawing nothing. All right. At this point, we just don't have anything going on. So at this point, I don't think there's any way for us to come back. Realistically, we don't even have a cavern in play. So like whatever we can do, they can just... They can just counter. So at this point, I think that we're just dead. That's aggressive. Oh no, they actually have the mana. Yeah, okay, so I'm just gonna pack it in. We could continue playing that game, but we just cannot win anymore. That's really unfortunate. Really, really unfortunate. We had so many turns where they were struggling super hard. Okay, those are the cards that I want. I don't want one of these castles. Can shape one of these amulets and the Azusa. Yeah. I'm gonna go for a bit, I'll be back. Alright, sounds good, Sam. Take care, and I'll see you later. You could still draw the cavern, yeah. We draw the cards in the wrong order. Oh, we just did not find the cards in time. It's pretty sad though. Like we had a lot of good draws at that point. We really had a lot of good draws. Just couldn't find anything. I didn't think that we were gonna lose that game, honestly. Our start was super strong. Imagine if I could still play Lattice. Yeah, I mean, I am honestly pretty against the Lattice ban. I think that the Lattice ban was very unnecessary. But well. Okay. Pact of Negation is definitely an interesting one there. So I'm probably not going to slam this Karn without any protection. So I think we start here. Land. It's okay. Sometimes you just have to accept that it's not your day. Just gotta move on. I was gonna say snake, but this is a lot better for them than the snake. Like a lot better. Maybe it's possible that it was correct for me to not attack with this and just represent that I have a bounce land. The thing is that it's really hard to represent that you don't have a bounce land when you just resolve the new run, you didn't play anything afterwards, you know? Explore. Guess I want them to use a counter spell here. This try doesn't really matter too much. Nice. Get a land for our troubles. So if they do something really broken, we can pact. If they don't, just chill. Next turn we can Titan or Karn with backed back up. Going after the blue source because of Cryptic and Archmage's Charm. Well, that's really good for us. That's like really, really good for us. Field. Lol. Okay, do I want Gust against this matchup? It seems like they're just playing Bant. They might actually be playing Primeval Titans of their own, honestly. Maybe I want these? Hey, Niyasha, what were you writing? They have 2 Primeval Titans? Yeah, I'm suspecting that they might have some number of those. Ugh. Come on. Okay, keep bottom this and bottom this. School list from Bill Sive. Gonna play Amulet off of this because if we draw Tolari, we can actually transmute next turn, which is nice. Wrapping up the movie page, the Ghost of the River. Oh, nice. Stacy. Naming Giant. Kind of awkward how this one worked out, but it's fine. Let's play Snake. There we go. Snake is fine. Snake doesn't ramp. Snake is okay. Interesting that they would not go for field on Cavern while the getting's good. Now they just can't activate. Sure. Corn Macabre, thank you so much for the Twitch from sub. Welcome back to the Primetime Stronghold. Wow, we're up to 221. Did I miss something? I think I missed something. Sweet. Well, thank you very much. So we're gonna get gusted here, but it's fine. Gust. Very annoying. So now they're gonna have to main phase activate. Which means that if I draw a Titan, we should be good to go. They got a breeding pool instead of a basic island, which means that they're not going to be able to... The Ice Fangs are not death touchy. Yeah, they have to blow it up right now. This means that my cavern is good to go, so if I draw a Titan, we should be set. So now I just gotta get lucky. Because after that, they're gonna get back the Gust, and then things get tough again, so. It's not it. So now they're gonna get the Gast back on top. Man. Yeah, things are starting to get out of hand a little bit. It's been rough today. It's been rough. The funniest thing is that we actually have more threats than normal. We actually currently are playing more threats than normal because whenever we're playing Karn, we're cutting some number of Asusas and stuff in order to make room for the Karns. So we're actually playing more threats than usual, and we just whiffed on threats so many times today. It's pretty mind-blowing, honestly. Pretty mind-blowing. We're gonna start triggering field. Yeah, I don't think we can come back from this now. Not while my opponent has a Gust in hand. My opponent says that they enjoy the content. Thanks, opponent. Yeah, okay. It's possible I should have held the Dryad there, But the thing is that we just don't have enough to do multiple things, and we don't have enough to like overpower what our opponent's doing. And like before, it was fine because they didn't have a clock. Like this, we were going to be able to, we were going to be fine against this, but we were not fine once they started being able to activate to get the field active. So at that point, it's just safe to pack it in. Pretty unfortunate. Pretty unfortunate. That was a move to 5 too, by the way, which didn't help. Like we really felt the mulligan there. We really felt the mulligan to 5 there. So any bounce land or any 2 random lands are gonna be great here. So I think this is a keep. Even if they kill Azusa, if they kill Stacy on turn 1, we're still gonna be okay. Burn. Not burn. Definitely not burn. Whoops. It is hammer time, apparently. Well, if they attack, I'm blocking, right? Like, there's very little upside in me not blocking, so... So if we draw any green source in our deck, we're gonna be fine. But if we draw any non-lands, then we're gonna be in trouble. I guess we can... No, Karn doesn't even really do it. Any green land or bounce land, please? Bounce land would be the best, of course. Bounce land would be the best, because bounce land allows us to... so now we have to top deck exactly a bounce land. Easy. So we play Dryad, we haste, and then we attack for 8 plus Valakut. Yeah, I think this is fine. Ah, is Azusa not Dryad, right? No, it's Dryad. Because Dryad, like, we activate 3 to cast a Dryad. That allows us for 1 more land drop. We get Dryad. We Valakut. We can Valakut. We swing for 8, and then we can Valakut plus fetch land. Well, actually, it has to be Valakut plus fields, because field is going to give us some tokens to chump with. So yeah, seems right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I guess we don't need Valakut, right? It's actually better for us to play around Path to Exile. Frosteals, thank you for that follow there. So yeah, I think it's just better for us to get to Tolari Western Field. Play around Path to Exile this way. Did Trump player follow the stream like they promised? I don't know. I don't think so. Yeah, we were 3 damage off. We were 3 damage off finishing my opponent with Valakut, so because of that, it was better for us to not do anything, to like go for this line instead. If their hand is like second Colossus Hammer and the trample thing, then we're going to die. I don't think there's much we can do about that though. No idea what they would do that main phase. Now I get 1 extra zombie. So playing around Path to Exile ended up being the correct line. So I'm just gonna throw all the zombies under the bus here. This allows me to play around Shadow something. Which they don't have. Because it would have definitely been good for them to gain life there. Stoneforge. I was gonna get the Shadow Spear. So pay for Pact. 1, 2, 3 to transmute, and we have exactly enough mana. And now we can actually set up lethal. Bounce here. Transmute using this mana. Summoner's Pact. Pact for prime time. Cast prime time. Gonna get Valakut plus haste, whatever. Crumbling Vestige. Valakut you. Valakut you. Always yes, always yield. White. Red. Haste. Let's go. Of course, killing Stoneforge Mystic for value there. What about the second Valakut? I think it's not necessary. And it's just a bad land in your deck, so my lists usually just play a single Valakut. I always try to build my decks in such a way that I am maximizing the power of Primeval Titan, not maximizing the power of Dryad. And even less so maximizing the power of Primetime plus Dryad. I extremely rarely find myself in situations where I wish I had like done something different in terms of like playing the wrong, like fetching the wrong thing or something like that. Very, very, extremely rare that happens, for that to happen. For Sage, Peace Within. Maybe we can cut a Ghost Quarter. Do they play TBR? No, they have Shadow Sphere as the trample thingy. It's basically Infect, right? It just plays it the same way as Infect, except that it needs... like it has cards that don't really do much by themselves. So it's like a lot more combo-y. Infect, you can eventually... you know, you can just randomly kill your opponent after attacking them a bunch. And like there's a lot more... it just works better without having the right combination of cards. You can get flooded on pump spells or you can get flooded on creatures, but... so that is the combination that you need. Here you need like the creatures and you also need the equipment and you also need the way to attach the equipment. The good thing is that you have a lot of redundancy for all of those things, thanks to Stoneforge Mystic and like the 1-mana tutor. So you do have a ton of redundancy for those, but you need like all of that stuff. Honestly, I don't really see the appeal of that deck. I've never played it though, so maybe... I don't know. Maybe it is fun. It doesn't really strike me as particularly fun. Oh, my bonus says Draws God. Yes, yes I did. This hand is super interesting. It gets fast if the opponent stumbles. Yeah, but so does Infect. So we can turn 1 explosives. I think I'm going to keep this hand. We turn 1 explosives. Turn 2 we hold. Like there's no need for us to play out the amulet. It might be too slow. It might be too slow. If they have that, like we would be dead to the draw that my opponent had on the previous game, right? Because they just had like all 3 things. They had turn 1 creature into turn 2 thing to equip into turn, yeah. So if they have the thingy right here, we're just dead. Similarly. They don't have it. Okay. So basically there's no reason for me to crack this until I absolutely have to. And my opponent just cannot play the game as long as this Engineered Explosive is here. So I can just chill, hit my land drops, and just wait for a good time for me to crack this. I can keep taking 1 point of damage at a time for a while. Sure. Now there's also a 2/2. Next turn I can Azusa plus hold up explosives. Grant, thank you so much for the raid. Welcome everybody from Grant's stream. Hope you did well. What were you doing today? Playing some what? Modern. Draftos. So if I crack on instep here, I can Asusa. I can play Amulet. Did I lower the current number of Karn for the 31st land? Yes, Naughty 41, I did. If we crack here, we blow both of this up. I untap, we play Amulet, we play 1 land drop. We Asusa, no, we're off by 1. So I guess there's no need for me to do this. Colossus Hammer. That's fine. So I think we just keep on doing the thing that we're doing, which is just nothing. We can play Asusa here. Well, now we actually can do the thing because we drew the green land. I think I'm just gonna play my Asusa here. And of course I sequence in such a way that my opponent cannot interact with my Asusa. And I still have a guaranteed way to crack these explosives, which my opponent cannot interrupt. As long as this explosive is in play, I just cannot die. So that's pretty cool. Now I'm going to crack. Friend, the myth, the legend. Sure, I guess that's me. What is the decision there between Asusa and the previous turn versus not losing to EE? Because like there's no reason for me to blink. Like we are ahead, and now, oh, I tapped. I guess it's fine, whatever. Like there's no need for me to do anything in the previous turn, right? Black Thunder X, thank you for the Twitch Prime sub. Welcome to the Primetime Stronghold. We're up to 223. I don't even know how we're counting the subs anymore, but thank you so much for the Twitch subscription. Welcome back for the 9th month. Starting to get some folks out there that have been around for a while, which is very nice to see. Tolaria West, Simic Growth Chamber. Can I die to Dumping Sphere? No, we have two basic forests. Yeah, which is fine. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. Again, as we have already demonstrated, as long as there's an explosion on 3 in play, I cannot. An explosion on 1 in play, I cannot lose the game. So we're just going to bounce this. Cast the Karn. Minus. Explosives. On 1. Pass. See, music for the subs from the Drilling Escape Plan sounds like a lot like them. No, that's actually from my band when I used to live in Argentina. Which is that one that you see over there. That's why I play it. So I have the rights. Nobody can complain to me. No copyright infringement going on this stream. This is not a copyright infringement stream. Luisio. Actually, another member of the Discord. Sian is very slow for a mirror match though. Love me some Karn in the mirror, but this is a lot better by a lot. So I think I'm going to bottom a land. If we draw something like Dryad or whatever, it's gonna make me very, very sad, but like we can turn to explore. Consider the same. Yeah, thank you, Smegmer. It's progressive metal, so if you're into that kind of stuff, you might enjoy it. Hello there. It's not the mirror match. Well, that draw with Karn looking a lot better right now, huh? Never mind, that's turn 3 Titan. Gonna name Giant. Bounce this, pass the turn. Instead, we're gonna flash this in, and then we're gonna cast the Titan next turn. Good thing I kept Cave. What do you mean? For Pact? For Pact purposes? I'm gonna need to be... Oh, the Cavern of Souls, you mean? Oh, okay. I was confused by the... I mean, we're not... Unless we draw another land here. Yeah, we didn't draw land. So we're gonna have to go... Gonna have to do this the hard way here. No Bacterino is good for us. We can technically still die next turn. I think it's gonna be Valakut Simic here, right? We could also bounce land, which would allow us to like develop our mana very nicely. No, but I think I want to have the Valakut in play by the time I do this, so we're gonna do this. It's the 1 point of damage relevant. We're gonna be doing 6. plus multiples of 9, so that's going to put my opponent down to 13. So the 1 point, I guess it could be that, it could be relevant actually. Because this could attack next turn as well. Although I guess that as 3 damage is going to be more relevant. So yeah, now they can do it. Well, that's the one that I was going to pact for, so that's cool. So I guess this is free. I guess it's not free, right? So I can set up lethal here, and I can set up lethal on their upkeep as well. So that means that they will need to have exactly 2 Angel's Graces plus a Nauseam. Is that better than Transmuting for Pact? Is that better than Transmuting for Pact? I think it is. Angel's Grace here? Yeah. That's fine. So they need to have another one on their upkeep. And I'm going to explore here. This is lethal now. I was looking for a pact or something there. I mean, if they have the nuts, we do die. Do they? Wow. Okay. I don't think we could have beaten that. I don't think we could have beaten that. So if they have Adnos here, they just win. Which is pretty gross. Could we have prevented this? If I would have taken 6, so they would be at 7. Don't think we would have been able to get there. 3. No, because that means that we have to get bounce land plus this. They were at what they were at? What were they at? Okay, they didn't have it. Sweet. I forgot what they were at. Yes, 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 yes. Thank you for the follow, Bradulo. Ball can go. Yeah, that's the thing. I think I could get them to like 4 or something, but then that means that I don't force them to use the thing, so we're in the same spot. Force them to have double Grace on the line. Yeah, because it's like, it's Grace plus Pact. So they need to have the Grace right now or they die, and they need to have a second copy of the 4-off in their hand, or I'm forcing them to have 1 and 1, right? So I think that forcing them to have 2 copies of the same card is more likely than forcing them to have 1 and 1 of 2 cards that they have 4 copies of. I think that they play 4 copies of Back to Negation in the main deck. Maybe they play 3. I'm honestly not as up to date on Ad Nauseam lists as I should be. So this is a turn 4 Titan with Dryad. That's probably too slow against Ad Nauseam. So I think we're gonna go to 6. Now the Chango, thank you for the follow there. Most are 3 main, 1 side. Okay, so I guess it would have been the same thing, because I'm forcing my opponent to have like 3 Angel's Graces, 1 out of 3 Angel's Graces, versus 1 out of 3 Blue Pacts. So I think that it's fine. It's basically the same thing. I think this is just too slow against Ad Nauseam. We don't have interaction. This is better, I think. We don't have a Titan. We basically do have Titan mana, and we have interaction. Oddly enough, I think I keep the Azusa here. Dryad represents a more powerful card, but Azusa allows me to pact on 3, which Dryad doesn't. Put a card on the bottom. It's not bad. So now I can Azusa on 2, meaning I can pact on 2. So on my opponent's turn 3. But yeah, it's crazy that this pack decks, I mean, I guess us also count amongst the pack decks, honestly. Like this pack deck can sometimes like set up a kill that you simply cannot stop, which is pretty wild. Two on the bottom. It's nice. This one's nice. I like that one. Certainly big fan of that one. And we can play it with packed backup now. Nice Lotus. Sure. Would love to see any land here that is untapped. It's not it. So they just never kill you with Lightning Storm anymore, do they? The good thing is that here I actually cannot die. Well, I guess I can if they have like an untapped blue, white, or black source. Thoughtseize. Sure. Probably gonna take the coding, I would imagine. Yep. So I think we minus for the worm here, right? We can... Oh, explosives for 3. That seems better. Yeah, EE for 3 is just better. We kill our Azusa, but it's kind of whatever. The fact that our opponent can't win is the most important thing. Wait. This. We just have to not tap out, basically. Yeah, I can need Lightning Storm, but they can still go for the other kill, which is basically the same thing for us. Like, as far as being dead goes, it's the same thing, so... Karn just bullies at Nauseam. It's crazy. Karn just bullies this deck. Can I die at instant speed here? No, I can't die at instant speed because of the pact. So I think I crack this now. You can't need a Lightning Storm anymore, not usefully. Yeah, Rainy Day, yeah, exactly. So, I mean, you can still do it, and it still does what it's supposed to do. It's just that they just kill you in a different way. So it's not particularly effective. Do I want to blow up the land? I kind of want to blow up their land. Like, I don't think they can win if I blow up their land. And the Dryad checks the beast very effectively. We still have Pact of Negation backup. At any point, if we draw a Titan, we just win. Karn is equal to them as Ashok is to us. Yeah, kind of. Kind of. It really messes things up. Value ad nauseam. In the main phase. If they had done this on my end step, I would have been a little bit more scared, but the fact that they did this in the main phase means that I'm not too scared. Like, they're gonna have to go to discard anyway. Like, it's super risky for them to keep going here. And they didn't really find too much. It is a draw 7, which is nothing to scoff at for sure. Especially when they are kind of like desperate at this point. Yeah, but they're risking just flipping an Outnails and just dying. If they keep going. I guess they go to 3. But I'm pretty sure that Lewis follows my stream, so they are going to know that I have both in my sideboard. So I just minus for both, kill the beast, and I swing for lethal. So if they flip an Adnas at any point, they are just dead. That doesn't do anything. Simeon. Okay, now they actually cannot keep going. They didn't find too much of relevance. City of Brass, Gemstone, Penta Prison. Okay, so my options include Can I die next turn from here if I -2 the Karn? I think I just have to boat them, right? So I just -2, get the boat, kill the beast. Swing for 3, set up lethal next turn by just crewing. They have one card that I don't know about. And we have a Pact of Negation. The boat come in. Yep. Just the boat. Just great in every single matchup, even at Nauseam. Yeah, I guess if we draw Valakut, they are dead anyway. Well, but holding this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I set up lethal. Yeah, so I think it's correct for me to hold on to this. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, because even if I draw a Torre West, I cannot transmute and cast the Titan. So it's correct for me to hold this. Was confused because I kept hearing you say bolt, and I forgot the format has a boat now. Oh yeah, it's boat. It's boat. It's not bolt. Bolt and boat, two very different things. This game got weird, says my opponent. That's really funny. So at this point, I'm starting to feel like they just have to have the nuts here. So they tapped like this. Can I die from here if I let this go? They have 2 unknown. So I guess it's better for me to pack this, because this means that my opponent would need to have another Thassa's Oracle. So whatever it is, like my opponent's hand needs to be Angel's Grace plus either a second Thassa's Oracle or a second Spoils of the Bolt. Bolt, not Bolt. I got myself there. So because of that, I rather packed this. So I can force my opponent needs to have exactly another Thassa's Oracle here. Like their mystery hand, the 2 cards in their hand need to be exactly Angel's Grace into Thassa's Oracle. Those need to be exactly those cards. And if I let them resolve here with the trigger on the stack, they can Angel's Grace plus spoils. But they can only cast one of the spells. So again, actually, it's better for me to let this go, because they only have one black source because of how they tapped. So it's better, yeah. So they can have exactly. They need to. One of their 2 cards needs to be the Angel's Grace, and the other one can be. The other one needs to be exactly Pact of Negation. So I think that we are, by letting this resolve, I'm actually limiting my opponent's chances. So I think I'm gonna let this go. Yeah. This is just... Yeah, if the trigger resolves, just resolve. This doesn't do anything. So now I think I can't die this turn. Unless their cards, no, it doesn't matter. Like there's no combination of 2 cards that they can have left in their deck that kills me. And they do know about the pact. They can Thoughtseize, obviously, which is hilarious. Yeah, they might have the Grace, but if they do have the Grace, that means that they need to have another Grace on the following turn. So they didn't use the ability, so I guess that what that means is that the 2 cards were put into the bottom, and now the Serum Visions also bottom 2 cards. So now they have 3 cards that I don't know of, but I reckon they are bad cards. I guess we could technically be dead here. So the top card needs to be exactly what they say, otherwise they die. Yeah, they just die to their own spoils. GG's, Lewis. GG's. That was fine. It's always like a nice little... It's always a nice little exercise, you know, to be like thinking, okay, what is the exact combination of cards that my opponent could have at this specific moment that I would die to? And if so, like, how can I prevent those from happening, etc., etc. I always think that it's a really fun, just a really fun thought experiment when facing up Nauseam. Okay, so back-to-back 3-2s. It's a little bit disheartening, but the same... I am the poop. Thank you for that the 2-tram sub, Keenan. I appreciate it. Welcome back to the Primetime Stronghold, my friend. I am the poop. I agree with that. Gonna disappear because it's midnight in the UK. It's been... Oh, thank you, Bonda. Yeah, this is gonna be... That was my last match of the day anyway. I just have some closing thoughts. But yeah, thank you so much for hanging out and welcome to the Primetime Stronghold, my friend. I appreciate it. Okay, so final thoughts on the deck. Karn was pretty great whenever I drew it. Yeah, I had a lot of really bad variance draws today, which happens sometimes. I did not lose as much to not hitting my land drops, which is cool. Like, I drew Gemstone Mine a lot, and Gemstone Mine was pretty great all around today. Gracias, Ivan. So I think if I were to play a Karn list, I do like playing 31 lands. Like, I was able to play Karn pretty consistently, and like whenever I cast Karn, it just immediately took over. So it was pretty nice. Like the games that I lost were against 2 control decks, which is interesting actually. The Reclamation deck, it's because I just sideboard really poorly, and I'm a mod. Yes, you are. You've been for like months, I think, like a really long time ago. So what was I saying? Oh yeah, we sided super poorly against the Reclamation deck, and then against the Bant deck, I feel like we just got super unlucky. Like we definitely hit the low end of variances. We spent like at least like 4, maybe 5 turns where drawing any kind of business. Like, I think we had access to like 3 of this, 1 of these. Any of this would have been redraws. I think even Dryad would have been fine in that situation. Redundant Karns would have been fine because it would allow me to -1 pretty effectively. Any one of my Titans would have been lethal. Even Field would have been great. Cavern would have helped me, at least helped me set up some potential turns, and we just didn't draw anything for like, I don't know how many turns, like 5 or 6, 4 or 5, 6, I don't even remember. So we definitely hit some bad variants. We did hit some good variants too. That's like, never forget about the lucky breaks that we had, like against the Boros deck, the Hammer Time deck, where we had to, like, we saw the Explorer and then we had to exactly find the bounce land of the Explorer, and we did. Like at that point we only had like 8 possible draws, and like we somehow hit one of them. So we definitely hit some good variants as well. But overall, I feel like the matches that we did lose, we did hit some really poor variants, which is okay. We played twice against the black-red deck, which seemed it seemed horrendous. Like, I don't know how we ever win that matchup. What's the minimum money amount for me to play a deck? $15. Here are the instructions for the donations, Keenan. But yeah, I mean, Amulet is as good as always. I don't know if I would play Karn right now. I think I'm still a little bit higher on this list. I still think I'm a little bit higher on this list than on this one, but still, because I've had multiple people just come to me and like PM me like in the Discord and like on Twitter and stuff and ask me about Karn cyber guides, I figured that I would, you know, just like run a league, see how the Karn package is working out, and then, you know, kind of take it from there. And it was fine. Like, it did work out. Like, it did a lot of work. Like, every time I cast Karn, it was amazing, right? There was only one match where I cast Karn where I lost. So clearly the Karn is good. It's just a very, very playable card. It's a very real way that you can build your Amulet deck. And it's a very fun way for you to do so as well. Lots of decisions and lots of decision trees. That's the word that I was looking for. A lot of decision trees that you can kind of like go for and stuff. So very, very strong, very fun to play as well, and definitely competitive. Again, probably not the version that I would recommend, but still, I'm going to be writing this cyber guide for this between today and tomorrow morning. Tomorrow there's going to be no stream, unfortunately. And I'm going to be publishing it probably tomorrow night, so that the folks that want to be playing in the weekend events are going to have access to a cyber guide if they want to play a Karn version of the deck. What are my thoughts on Fierce Empathy, the Amulet Shell? I'm going to test it. Those are my only thoughts. I don't know. Maybe it's good, maybe it isn't. We're going to see. But without the card being legal so far, I don't know. But yeah, I'm actually, it's probably like the only card in M21 that I'm actually legit excited about trying. I still owe a boat horn. Oh, that's right, we beat Ad Nauseam with the boat, so we just beat Ad Nauseam with the boat, so it's only fair to deliver the boat goods. Needle versus Cage, I think Needle is better. That's pretty straightforward. Yeah, I think that Needle is just better. So not too much to say about that. But yeah, that's gonna be it for me for today, folks. Thank you so much for watching. And if you are watching on YouTube, I really appreciate you being here. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Stay safe and bye-bye.